Yo, how's the weather over there in Long Island?
Snowy.
Snowy? Dude, I'm up here near Tahoe, California. It's freezing up here. Snow everywhere. I had an idea, man. I'm kind of looking for a little bit of a warmer escape. You down?
Yeah, what are you thinking?
That's like the opening weekend for Barrett Jackson in Scottsdale. If you're cool with that.
That'd be awesome.
I'll call Enterprise and I'll book us a super sweet car.
Awesome.
Get it booked. Let me know what's going on.
All right, I'll call you back later.
All right, man. See ya.
See ya.
So I booked a car. It's like a Hyundai Sonata or similar. We'll surprise him when we get to that. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to here. We're in sunny Arizona today. So I actually just got to town. What we're gonna do, plan is for Barrett Jackson this weekend. It's the opening weekend, so I don't know what they're gonna be doing. I guess it's previews and whatnot, you know, this and that. So my friend Andrew is flying into the airport. He actually just texted me, so he just landed. We're about to go pick him up. I just picked up a rental car by booking the smallest, most efficient rental car. They actually opted for a Dodge Ram. So they gave me a Dodge Ram. Cool truck, not bad. I really dig the acceleration on this thing. Went and picked up my buddy over here, Mello. Say hi, bud. He's not having it. So anyway, this may be a rental truck. I may have some better keys coming here shortly. Something a little bit more Barrett Jackson approved. So bear with me. And yeah, I figured I'd shoot a kind of like a vlog style video, kind of recapping the weekend, or at least coming along for the ride and showing everybody what we're up to. So welcome again. If you guys aren't subscribed, please click the subscribe button, click the bell, click the like button. Follow along. Hopefully I've got a lot more to come. Check out Mello living up to his name over here. The bitter irony is I've got 2 cans of Red Bull right there, and he's falling asleep on top of what's pretty much considered rocket fuel. Oh, Sky Harbor. Getting off over here. You woke up? Terminal 4, American Airlines. There we go. That's where we're headed. Pick him up. He just gave me a call. He said he's already down there. I always did like the setup here. This airport is super easy. Of course, I had to say something. Call the airport easy to get around, easy to navigate, and I totally went toward departures. Arrivals, here we go. We're gonna circle back around. What's up, bro? Wearing the swag, I dig it.
How are you?
You like my Toyota Yaris?
Fancy.
Alright, well, Mello's been waiting to see you.
Hey, buddy. Good boy. Come here. Come on. Hey, bud. Your dad's not going anywhere.
Alright. Let's hit the road. Well, that's what we came for right there. That is the car. We don't need to go. We don't need to go to Barrett Jackson now. What roof wall number are we? We're in the Emperor's Suite. Super fancy La Quinta. You happy, bud? It's dog friendly. Kinda, I think. I think they want a leashed dog. Probably shouldn't have forgotten that leash, huh?
He has a leash. It's just not here.
It's just not here. This guy. All right, check it out, guys. A little bit of a better key than before. I don't know if you can make that out. But anyway, I I got a Porsche Carrera. It is a drop top, got the convertible. So we will be at least going in a little bit better fashion than the Ram. Milo is actually not allowed to ride in this one. So he's going to doggy daycare tomorrow. He loves it there. He's gonna have a blast. So to those of you who are curious, it is a 2008 997.1 generation of the Porsche. It is the base model Carrera with the convertible top, so it's not a turbo or anything like that. We're pushing 325 horsepower, but in a car so light, it should be more than enough. Should be a blast. And yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow morning. We're gonna head up to Scottsdale early in the morning, check out that auction. Good morning. We are off to the races. There we go. My first ever time opening a frunk on one of these things. So, you know what? That's pretty big. Oh. All right, Mello. Did you go potty? Oh, hi. All right, you ready? We're gonna go to doggy daycare. Dude, check out the size of the frunk on this thing.
Did you open it?
Yeah, I put all my stuff in there and it just like disappeared into the bottom of it. It's crazy how big this is.
That is cool.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a CD changer in here too.
And it's got a light.
Like DVD playing CD changer apparently.
That's awesome.
All right, it's a new day. We're on the way. But first, cold start, 2008 997 Porsche. Okay, well that was interesting. We got to the metal detector. The guy says, you can bring your pocket knife, whatever. You just can't bring any recording equipment. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go throw this thing in the car. And I'm gonna go break out my iPhone just like everybody's doing anyway. So let's see what I can get. All right, Barrett Jackson. I'm glad that when I walked through the metal detector, the guy said, don't worry, I'm not taking your knife. So from the front entry hall on the way in, we saw a bunch of Ford GTs all lined up. We saw this Ford GT 500. I had to get a picture of that engine. This is the brand new one that they just came out with. Next to that, I think this is an 05, 06 Ford GT Heritage. You can see the Gulf colors on this thing, number 6. That is slick. Of course, we've got the Ford GT over here. This is the actual race car. I mean, this thing is out of this world. You get close, you can see the slicks on it. The carbon is beautiful. Wow, look at this Ford GT. Check out the size of this carbon diffuser out back. Why? Because race car, that's why. Some of the most beautiful carbon I've even seen. I mean, check this thing out. Look at this roof scoop. Wow. Like a work of art. Beautiful. Ford, you guys hit it out of the park on this one. Lexus, they had their LFA out there. The LFA in white with the black accents, the carbon up front on the splitter. It was beautiful in person. This thing is a stunner. Older car, but they're still doing it so well. It sounds amazing. Look at the tail end of this thing. Look at the triple exhaust coming out of the rear on this thing. It sounds like a musical instrument. I really wish that they fired this thing up and revved it to the moon. We saw this Lamborghini over here with this entire front clip. It was all done in carbon fiber. I got as close as I really could. I got a little bit of a glimpse of like the headlight. As you can see, it looks stunning in person. This carbon is out of this world. Lamborghini, you guys really know what you're building. Yeah, it's always wild, it's always awesome, it's always amazing to look at. Of course, over here we've got the 488 Pista from Ferrari, and I had to get a shot of that engine because look at that. Carbon everywhere, dripping in carbon. Absolute piece of art. It wouldn't be a show without the Speedster. Check this thing out. This is in lizard green. One of my favorite 911s of all time. amazing. I'll tell you what, props to Chevrolet, because the Corvette that they built, it's out of this world. I've never, ever been a Corvette kind of guy, but this new C8 with the mid-engine layout is a stunner. Absolutely beautiful. And of course, this one right here is the Roadster, or the convertible. I wouldn't have it in any other color than this orange also, by the way. I love the contrast between the orange body and the black roof. Beautiful in person. Pictures don't even do it justice, just like everybody else is saying, at a risk of sounding like everybody else on the internet. Of course, the McLaren Senna, this was all down on like this really expensive run in here where these were like $1 million plus cars just stacked right next to each other. I've never seen so much engineering and beauty in one row right here. Check out this McLaren Senna. This thing is so slick. I love the color on this thing. I don't know if you could tell in the paint right here. If I get really close, you can see that metallic flake in there. It's almost like a copper colored flake. Check out these red inserts. Like that accent line right there, it's on both sides. It just carries through. It looks beautiful. That window is all the way down, by the way. Look at the roof scoop. The windows on top, windows on the side, windows on the door. The Senna is unlike anything else. Obviously, right next to that, we have the Porsche 918. This is the most beautiful, most amazing Porsche I think that they've ever come out with. Maybe the Carrera GT is a little bit more beautiful, in my opinion anyway, but this one is a technological marvel. Of course, you see the main hall over here. This is back, a lot of classics, a lot of American muscle, a lot of older stuff, but what a mixed bag. It was amazing. And check out what I found. Everybody should know this. This one is internet famous. This is the Bugatti Chiron. This is Helby. Helby has been seen all over the internet. I know Stradman had a video with it, but in person, it is absolutely amazing. Probably the show stealer, in my opinion. Obviously, this one was not up for sale, but it certainly was up for display, and I just couldn't keep my eyes off of it. I did manage to get a 2008 Porsche Carrera base model cabriolet, which was really nice for the convertible experience, especially driving around the Phoenix, Scottsdale area. Top down, sun in our faces, wind in our hair, or lack of hair. Either way, I absolutely had a blast in this car. All right, well, this happens every time on this road. We always get stuck behind people. Obviously, I'm not going to do a full review. I'm no professional. I'm nowhere near British enough to really dive into a full-on review. But I will say, the Porsche has 325 horsepower, 273 foot-pounds of torque out of a flat six. It really is a great engine. If it wasn't paired up to this transmission, this automatic transmission of the generation with the Tiptronic, it would really, really be a thing of beauty. We're going to take a right. We're going to TV tower. Actually, those are the towers right there. So what's nice about it is not many people know that way, and we're going to go open her up in the turns with nobody around. I did not anticipate how slow it would be. So the acceleration was lacking for me. The overall speed was lacking for me. But you know what? The base model Carrera, I realized quickly, is not made for that. It is made to turn. The thing handles like it's on rails. The weight of the steering wheel is nice. It's pretty heavy. You could definitely feel all the feedback from the road. Tore it up. I tried to take the turns as quickly as I could, obviously while still trusting myself with somebody else's Porsche. But that is really where it came to life. It really comes to life in the turns, up on the mountain. It's definitely in its element here. This is not a flat-out speed car. This is definitely a twisty going fast, well, relatively fast for what you have. I will say the transmission or transaxle, whatever you want to refer to it as, was the worst thing I have ever experienced. I have driven Tiptronics in many Nissan Maximas, Altimas, whatever junk, and this one was by far the worst Tiptronic I have ever driven. Overall, honestly, I think the transmission kind of ruined the experience a little bit, but top down, taking the turns, soaking in the sun, more than made up for it. What a great ride. It really was. Next time, I'll have to see if I can get us either a turbo or something a bit more exotic. And that was a weekend. Dude, I had an absolute blast. I do want to thank Andrew for flying out, coming along for the ride. I want to thank Hussein for giving me his Porsche Carrera for the weekend, trusting me with that. I want to thank all of you guys for coming along for the ride. Again, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and just like that, Mello, say goodbye, bud. We're out.